Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's Combo Breaker 99. I'm back with another video. So, after two big featherweight fights last Saturday, both ended in first round stoppages. Megan Anderson and Felicia Spencer, they're both looking to challenge Amanda Nunes next for the featherweight title. And Amanda Nunes, she's pretty much open to facing either one of these ladies, but, she's facing the dilemma of who to fight next. She said on one Instagram, on the UFC Instagram, that, she would fight Megan Anderson next. And then on another, she said she would face Felicia Spencer, which it's a little confusing for the fans, because in every other division we know who should be next in line for a title shot, especially with the UFC, with the way they do things as far as their platform. We usually know who's going to be the number one contender or who gets the title shot next. It's just another example of what I've been bringing up, in the past few videos. I think I've brought this up since last year. There's no featherweight division. It's almost like any fighter in any fighter in a division with only 5 fighters has a strong argument on why they should be facing the champion. That's not even dependent on their last outing, really. The last opponent they fought doesn't really need to be top level, and for Megan Anderson and Felicia Spencer, they both came off quick wins, but neither one of those were really like statements to make as far as being title shot worthy, and again, like I say, Anderson and Spencer, they both came off of wins, but are they worth title shots? That's the question. Yes and no. Yes, because who else is there? Who else is there out there for Megan, for Nunes to defend her title against? But on the real, man, if I had to choose from these two, I would have to go with Felicia Spencer. I'm a fan of Megan Anderson. I was a bigger fan of her when she was Invicta, because I felt like, at the time, she was really making a bigger statement. But I'm a fan of her, but I feel like she's just really captured that thunder again that she had in Invicta. She still hasn't really given it time to settle in and let the resume speak for itself again, like she did when she was Invicta. Instead of what she's doing now, just calling out names so suddenly, I feel like there should be no rush for her on her part. I think that's kind of what happened whenever she first came to the UFC. First she captured the Invicta title, she called out Cyborg, but that fight didn't happen because of certain reasons. And then later on, it took a while. She was inactive. She was inactive for a while. The inactivity kind of took its toll on her. Then in 2008, her first fight came against a veteran in Holly Holm, and she lost. And since then, she's 3-2 in the UFC. But that track record of KOs, it hasn't been there like it was in Invicta. She hasn't really fought a steady level of competition. It's been up and down. Kat Zingano, up, that was a win. Then down, to Felicia Spencer, that was a loss. And now she bounces back with 2 wins against 2 newcomers in the UFC, but it's not really a win over like a top contender to make us say, oh, she's going to give Amanda Nunes hell. I think Megan and Felicia should honestly, I think Megan and Felicia at this point, they should be more vocal about bringing more ladies to the division. I know they kind of like it being the only featherweights in there to get more of the spotlight and get closer to the belt, because they know a belt means more money. But what's really the belt if there's no division to defend it against? So they really need to be more vocal about putting this division together. That tough show they did with all those female ladies, they with all those female featherweights, they need to be telling Dana, yo, I want to fight Leah Letts and bring Leah Letts in here, bring Bea Malecki, Macy Chiasson, Larissa Pacheco, bring her back. Even Cyborg at the time, But after that show, it was just like these ladies just all disbanded into the bantamweight division. There really was nobody trying to form that division. And I think they need a division to really give these fighters rankings and make them find their purpose. And that's where Megan should have fell in, as far as telling Dana, like, yo, I need opponents. I need opponents to shine. I just can't fight 1 or 2 newcomers and then go for a belt, because I might not be ready. Because right now, a win over Norma Dumont doesn't really tell me that a belt is in her future. A belt's not really in the cards for her after that fight. But as for like Felicia Spencer, her win over Zara Farron, it's not as big either, but because, you know, that was an opponent that lost to a Megan Anderson, but at least at least Felicia Spencer, you can say, hey, I did beat Megan Anderson, though. You know, she does hold that win, so that win really doesn't elevate her in a way, but she can already kind of ride off and say, hey, I did beat Megan Anderson out of all 5 of these other fighters, so I deserve the title shot more. I also gave a spirited performance against Cyborg, you know, and she was the last Invicta champion. You know, Felicia was that last Invicta champion. So if Nunes really needs an opponent at this point, you know, I feel like her best argument is Spencer. You know, Spencer actually could make the fight interesting if you think about it. You know, I don't know how she would hang with her stand-up with Nunes, but on the ground, shit, her fierceness and strength, it definitely would make the fight entertaining. And you just got to remember also, you know, she went 5 with Cyborg. You know, not many women can do that. Not many women can say they did that. So if they offer her the fight, you know, which they rightfully should, you know, Felicia Spencer should probably take it. You know, that's the best bet, you know, Felicia versus Amanda Nunes. But Megan Anderson, again, I know she wants to shine, but, you know, she's only 30 years old. I think she should spend that energy on getting better and just telling Dana to stack this featherweight division up, you know, bring some of those bantamweights that are killing themselves, you know, bring them up, you know, move them up to 145 so, you know, you can have a division to really stand on and an argument to stand on as far as why you really deserve a title shot. But yeah, man, that's all I got on this, guys. Like I said, man, it's really crazy right now at the 145-pound division in the UFC. They just really need to build this thing up. But let me know in the comment section what y'all want to see Amanda Nunes face next, Felicia Spencer or Megan Anderson. I'll be back with another video, guys. Combo Breaker 99. I'm out. Peace.